Welcome to Farming Aid.
Today we are diving into a detailed review of the Devon cattle breed, looking at the real strengths and weaknesses farmers experience on actual farms. Whether you are considering adding Devons to your herd or just curious about how they perform compared to other beef breeds, this video will give you honest insights drawn from history, genetics, and real-world farm results. We will explore what makes Devon cattle unique, how they handle pasture and climates, what their beef quality is really like, and where they might fall short for certain production systems. By the end of this video you will understand not just the pros and cons on paper, but how this breed performs day-to-day in a range of grazing and management situations. Let's get started and see if Devon cattle might be the right fit for your farm. The Devon breed evolved originally in the county of Devon in England, and early records show that farmers valued these animals not only for meat but for draft work. In early agricultural societies, having a multi-purpose animal was essential, and the Devon fit that need. Over time, as agriculture specialized and mechanization took hold, their use as draft animals declined, but their strengths as a beef producer became even more appreciated. Their history has given them a grounding in solid, traditional farming practices. They are not a flashy or trendy breed in the way that some recently developed hybrids might be, but they represent stability and a tried-and-true option for farmers who care about consistent performance and easy management. Physically, Devons are medium to large cattle with a uniform red coat that ranges from bright to deep mahogany. Bulls can weigh typically between 1,800 and 2,200 pounds, while mature cows often fall in the range of 1,200 to 1,600 pounds. This size places them squarely in the moderate to heavy class of beef breeds without being so large that they become difficult to manage. The conformation of Devon cattle is muscular without excessive bone, giving them a strong body composition well suited to meat production. Their bodies are well balanced, and their legs are sturdy, reflecting a breed that was once expected to travel over rough terrain during long farm days. On the pasture, Devons often show a calm temperament. This matters more than many newcomers realize because cattle handling is a significant part of daily farm life. A steady, predictable animal reduces stress on both the stock and the farmer. Many ranchers who have worked with more temperamental breeds describe a noticeable difference when working Devon cattle. They tend to move calmly, can be easier to pen and sort, and generally respond well to handling. This temperament has real value, especially on farms where ease of management directly impacts labor efficiency. One of the most often discussed strengths of Devon cattle is their foraging ability. On farms where pasture quality may vary through the seasons, a breed that can make use of less lush grass without losing condition is invaluable. Devons have a reputation for efficient conversion of pasture to weight gain. In practical terms, this means farmers can often maintain body condition on these cattle even when feed quality drops in harder seasons. For farms that rely heavily on natural grazing, this trait can greatly reduce supplemental feed costs. The Devon breed also adapts well to diverse climates. Though they originated in a temperate region of England, Devons have been successfully raised in locations with hotter summers and colder winters. Their moderate frame and coat do not require extraordinary measures to protect them in most environments. They are not extreme cold-weather breeds like some northern European cattle, nor are they highly specialized for tropical environments, but their general resilience allows them to perform well in changeable conditions. This adaptability has made them a practical choice in countries with mixed seasonal climates. When discussing beef quality, Devon cattle are often praised for producing flavorful, well-marbled meat. While they may not always match the intensive marbling seen in some specialized breeds like Wagyu, Devons consistently offer a beef product that appeals to both small butchers and farm-to-table producers. The meat tends to have a good balance of intramuscular fat and lean muscle, resulting in a tender, juicy eating experience when properly finished. For farmers selling directly to consumers or local markets, this consistent quality can be a real selling point. Customers often remark on the richer flavor compared to grain-finished commercial beef. Devon cattle also bring an element of genetic stability that many farmers appreciate. Because the breed has not been pushed to extremes in recent decades, there is less concern about genetic problems that can arise from intense selective breeding. Farmers who prioritize animal health and longevity often find that Devons have fewer congenital issues compared to some high-yielding hybrid breeds. Longevity matters on a commercial operation because replacing animals frequently adds cost and management complexity. Devons often remain productive in both breeding and body condition for multiple seasons. One practical consideration in running a Devon herd is their calving ease. Most Devon cows have excellent maternal instincts and generally have fewer difficulties at birth compared to heavier, larger-framed breeds. This means lower intervention from the farmer, less stress on the herd, and healthier calves from the start. A cow that can birth unassisted and quickly bond with her calf reduces labor demands and improves survival rates. For farms where labor is limited or where calving season can stretch the capacity of the team, this characteristic is particularly valuable. Despite these strengths, there are also considerations that make Devons less ideal for some farming operations. One challenge is that while they are efficient grazers and consistent beef producers, they are not the fastest gaining breed under intensive feeding. On farms where rapid weight gain and maximum feedlot performance are priorities, other breeds may outperform Devons. Commercial operations focused on very high daily gains and fast turnover may find that Devons do not always compete with specialized continental breeds developed specifically for rapid growth. In such settings, producers might see slower finishing times or require different feeding strategies to reach market weights on the desired timeline. Another challenge is market demand. While Devons produce excellent quality beef, in some commodity markets where yield grade or extreme marbling is heavily weighted, Devons may not command the top prices that some other breeds can fetch. Success in these markets often requires meeting specific carcass criteria that may favor breeds engineered for high marbling or rapid growth. For farmers selling in niche markets, local demand, or direct-to-consumer, Devon beef can be a premium product. But in large commodity auctions where numbers and standardized measures dominate pricing, Devons may not always show premium returns by default. There is also the aspect of breed visibility and support infrastructure. Some breeds have extensive breeder networks, research programs, and marketing brands that help individual farmers succeed. Devon cattle, while supported by dedicated associations and enthusiasts, do not enjoy the same level of global promotion as some newer or more fashionable breeds. For young or new farmers trying to find genetic resources, selling channels, or processing partnerships specifically tailored to Devons, this can mean extra legwork. The brightness of the breed's reputation does not always translate into widespread market presence, and that means producers often have to be proactive in building their own marketing strategies. In real farm settings, many Devon owners speak of the breed as reliable and adaptable rather than spectacular. A common theme among longtime Devon breeders is that while the initial expectations are sometimes modest, the breed consistently meets them without surprises. Farmers describe moderate growth rates combined with excellent mothering and modest feed requirements. On farms transitioning from mixed livestock and crop operations to more specialized beef production, the Devon fits well because it integrates smoothly into pasture-based systems without demanding intensive feed or management practices. Calving seasons on Devon herds often unfold with stability. A farmer in a temperate region shared that year after year the Devon cows calved with fewer complications, and the calves were vigorous. These farmers noted that while they could increase their herd size over time, the management style stayed constant because the breed did not require dramatic changes in handling. The cows matured smoothly, maintained body condition through varying pasture quality, and raised strong calves. For them, the Devon was not a flashy breed that suddenly boosted profits overnight but a dependable partner that made long-term planning easier. Farmers also point out that Devons tend to be economical in terms of feed. On rotational grazing systems where pasture health is a priority, Devon cattle often flourish because they consume grass well and convert it into muscle without waste. This has a direct economic impact because feed often represents one of the largest variable costs on a cattle farm. In tough seasons when feed prices soar or when weather limits pasture growth, having cattle that use what is available efficiently can mean the difference between breaking even and losing money. In these scenarios, the Devon breed's grazing efficiency becomes not just a feature but a foundation of herd sustainability. The temperament of Devons plays a less tangible but equally important role in farm life. Cattle that are easier to move, sort, and handle reduce stress not only on the animals but also on the people working with them. On farms where family members or a small crew handle most operations, this calm demeanor can translate into fewer injuries, smoother working days, and less time spent wrestling stock. In contrast, more flighty or aggressive breeds can make routine tasks like vaccination, tagging, or weighing much more demanding. Still, no breed is perfect, and some farmers note that Devon cattle may require a bit more time to reach finishing weights compared to intensive feeder breeds. In niche markets where slow-grown, pasture-finished beef is prized, this is a strength. But in commodity markets that value speed and uniform carcass weights, this slower gain can be a drawback. Balancing these factors means that producers often need to align their marketing strategy with the natural pace of the Devon breed rather than trying to force the breed into a system that prioritizes speed over consistency. Another real farm insight relates to breeding decisions. Some farmers cross Devons with other breeds to blend traits. For example, crossing Devon cows with a faster-growing terminal sire can produce calves that develop more rapidly while still benefiting from the Devon mother's ease of calving and strong maternal instincts. These crossbred calves often perform well in feedlots and can command better prices at market. However, this approach requires careful planning and an understanding of both breed strengths to ensure the resulting cattle meet the farm's economic goals. In pasture health and soil impact, many farmers appreciate the Devon's moderate grazing pressure. Heavier or more voracious breeds can sometimes overgraze pastures if not managed with strict rotational grazing plans. Devons tend to graze steadily without pushing pasture systems beyond their capacity. In farms where soil health and biodiversity are priorities, this moderate grazing aligns well with regenerative practices. As we wrap up this Devon cattle breed review, it becomes clear that Devons are not about hype or extremes. They are about balance. They bring strong maternal instincts, efficient grazing ability, solid beef quality, and a calm temperament that makes daily farm life smoother. On real farms, that consistency matters more than flashy numbers. At the same time, they are not the fastest gaining cattle in high-intensity systems, and they may not always top the charts in commodity markets that reward maximum size and rapid finishing. What stands out most from real farm results is reliability. Devon cattle tend to hold condition on grass, calve with fewer complications, and produce flavorful beef that works especially well in pasture-based and direct-to-consumer programs. For producers focused on sustainability, lower input costs, and long-term herd stability, Devons can be a smart and practical choice. But like any breed, success depends on matching their strengths to your specific goals and production system. If you found this review helpful, make sure to like the video so more farmers can discover it. Subscribe to the channel for more honest breed breakdowns and real farm insights. And drop a comment below sharing your experience with Devon cattle or let me know which breed you would like us to review next. Your feedback helps shape future videos, and I would love to hear what is happening on your farm.